Have you ever wondered why you still feel tired, bloated, or foggy, even though you eat fruit every single day? You're not alone. Millions of older adults do everything right, yet still struggle with low energy, stubborn weight, or joint pain. The truth is, not all fruits love you back. Some that look perfectly healthy may quietly work against your heart, your digestion, and even your memory. But here's the hopeful part. Once you know which ones to limit and which ones to keep, your body can start to feel lighter, clearer, and stronger again. Just ask Helen, a 68-year-old grandmother who regained her energy simply by changing a few pieces of fruit in her daily routine. Today, we'll uncover the 4 healthy fruits that may secretly age you and how to swap them wisely. If you're serious about your health after 50, make sure to subscribe. We share natural senior nutrition tips every week. Dangerous fruit. 4. The sugar bomb, grapes, mangoes, or lychees. They're small, sweet, and easy to snack on, but these fruits can quietly overload your system with sugar faster than you realize. Grapes, mangoes, and lychees are often labeled as healthy, yet for adults over 60, they can act like tiny sugar bombs. Here's why. These fruits are naturally high in fructose, the fruit sugar your body absorbs quickly, especially when eaten alone. Grapes, for example, contain around 16 grams of sugar per 100 grams, but almost no fiber to slow that absorption. Mangoes and lychees fall into the same trap, delicious but deceptively high in sugar. Without fiber, your blood sugar can rise sharply within minutes, followed by an equally sharp drop. This roller coaster effect leaves you tired, dizzy, and craving even more sweetness. After 50, your body's ability to regulate insulin naturally declines. The pancreas doesn't respond as efficiently, and your cells become less sensitive to insulin signals. So when you eat fruits with a high glycemic index, like grapes or mangoes, your body struggles to keep up. That repeated surge and crash pattern can contribute to weight gain, afternoon fatigue, and eventually higher blood sugar readings. A study from the Journal of Gerontology followed adults aged 60 to 75 and found that seniors who ate high GI fruits daily had a 32% higher risk of developing prediabetes compared to those who limited their intake. The problem isn't fruit itself, it's the type and timing. Eating a bowl of grapes in the evening or sipping a mango smoothie on an empty stomach is like pouring sugar straight into your bloodstream. Take Marjorie, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Florida. She loved ending her lunch with a handful of grapes, thinking they were far better than cookies. Over time, she noticed feeling shaky mid-afternoon and struggling to stay awake after meals. When her doctor checked her labs, her fasting glucose was creeping up. After switching from grapes to blueberries and pairing them with Greek yogurt, her energy stabilized and her blood sugar dropped back into the healthy range within a few months. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. You don't need to banish fruit from your life. You just need to be smarter about which ones you choose and how you eat them. Here's the smart swap: blueberries, strawberries, or kiwi. Their glycemic index is about half that of grapes or mangoes, meaning they release sugar slowly and evenly. They're loaded with anthocyanins, natural compounds that improve insulin sensitivity and help protect your arteries from inflammation. They satisfy your sweet tooth without the post-snack crash. And here's a simple trick to make fruit even friendlier for your metabolism. Pair it with protein or healthy fat. Add a small handful of almonds, a spoonful of Greek yogurt, or a slice of cheese alongside your fruit. This combination slows sugar absorption and keeps your energy steady for hours. Think of it this way: it's not the fruit that's the enemy, it's the imbalance. When you understand how your body changes with age, you can work with it instead of against it. A few mindful swaps can mean the difference between energy that fades and energy that lasts all day. Your body still loves fruit, just the kind that loves you back. Dangerous fruit 3. The acidic trap, pineapple, orange, grapefruit. They smell fresh, taste bright, and promise to boost your immune system. But for many adults over 60, these citrus favorites can quietly create a storm inside your body. Pineapple, oranges, and grapefruit are often praised for their vitamin C content, yet their high acidity and natural enzymes can do more harm than good when your stomach lining and digestion aren't as strong as they used to be. Let's start with acidity. These fruits have a pH of around 3, close to vinegar or stomach acid. That's perfectly fine for a young, resilient digestive system, but after 60, the protective mucus lining in your stomach naturally thins. The acid that once helped you digest now begins to irritate. Over time, this irritation can lead to reflux, burning sensations, or even small erosions in the esophagus. That's why many seniors who drink orange juice or eat pineapple daily complain about a sour stomach or a bitter taste in the throat afterward. Then there's the enzyme effect. Pineapple, for instance, contains bromelain, an enzyme that breaks down protein. It's the same reason pineapple juice is used to tenderize meat. The problem? Your stomach and mouth are made of protein, too. When bromelain lands on fragile tissue, it can cause tiny burns, mouth soreness, or a tingling feeling after eating. Likewise, the citric acid in oranges and grapefruit can wear away tooth enamel, making teeth more sensitive and increasing the risk of cavities or gum irritation. And here's something few people realize. Citrus fruits can interact with common medications. Compounds in grapefruit, and to a lesser degree, oranges, interfere with liver enzymes responsible for processing drugs. That means your medication may stay in your bloodstream longer or at higher levels than intended. Studies show grapefruit can amplify the effect of blood pressure and cholesterol medications, while pineapple can increase the potency of blood thinners like warfarin. Even antibiotics or sedatives may act differently when combined with these fruits. If you're taking prescription medication, it's always worth checking with your doctor before having citrus or pineapple regularly. Take Harold, a 73-year-old retiree from Texas. He loved starting his mornings with a glass of orange juice and a slice of fresh pineapple. It was his routine for years. But gradually, he began experiencing heartburn and noticed his teeth becoming more sensitive to cold water. When he visited his dentist, enamel erosion was visible, and his physician suspected acid reflux aggravated by citrus. After switching to papaya and cantaloupe for breakfast, both lower acid fruits, his reflux subsided within weeks, and his energy levels improved. The lesson here isn't to fear fruit, but to understand how your body changes with age. Your digestive system after 60 needs gentler foods, not constant acid attacks. Fortunately, there are delicious alternatives. Papaya, for instance, contains papain, a natural enzyme that supports digestion instead of damaging it. Cantaloupe is soothing, hydrating, and rich in vitamin A and C without the sting of acid. And if you love something crisp and refreshing, a well-ripened green apple is a great choice that helps balance stomach acid rather than worsen it. Here are a few simple habits to protect your digestion and your smile. Never eat acidic fruits on an empty stomach. Pair them with breakfast or a small snack. Avoid them within an hour after taking medication. Rinse your mouth with water after citrus to protect enamel. If you crave that citrus flavor, add a few drops of lemon to water instead of drinking juice straight. Your body is remarkably adaptable. It just needs the right support. By swapping harsh, acidic fruits for gentler options, you'll protect your stomach, safeguard your teeth, and still enjoy natural sweetness every day. Balance is the real key to aging comfortably and confidently. Dangerous fruit 2. The hidden inflammation booster: oranges, watermelon, dates, dried fruits. We've all heard that fruit is nature's anti-inflammatory food. But here's the surprising truth. Some fruits that look healthy can quietly increase inflammation, especially after age 60. Oranges, watermelon, dates, and dried fruits may appear harmless, yet their unique mix of natural sugars, acids, and hidden chemicals can inflame your joints, raise blood sugar, and leave your body stuck in a constant cycle of fatigue and pain. Let's start with fructose, the natural sugar found in most fruits. When you're younger, your body can process it easily. But after 50, your liver becomes less efficient at handling large amounts of fructose. The extra sugar is converted into fat and triggers inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein, CRP, a key indicator of inflammation associated with arthritis, heart disease, and fatigue. Add citric acid and traces of pesticides from modern farming, and the problem compounds. Together, these create what researchers call metabolic inflammation, a low, simmering fire in your body that damages cells and joints over time. Take oranges and tangerines. They're rich in vitamin C, but for some seniors, they worsen joint stiffness and pain. Studies show that daily citrus consumption can raise CRP levels by as much as 35%. The acidity can also irritate tissues and contribute to enamel erosion. Next, there's watermelon. Refreshing and hydrating, yes, but also one of the highest glycemic fruits. Its sugar enters the bloodstream rapidly, leading to sharp spikes followed by crashes that increase oxidative stress, a major driver of aging and inflammation. The most deceptive offenders, however, are dates and dried fruits. When water is removed, sugar becomes highly concentrated. Just a handful of raisins, apricots, or dates can contain the same sugar as several teaspoons of candy. Without fiber or water to slow absorption, your blood sugar surges, fueling more inflammation. What once seemed like a healthy snack can actually burden your liver, joints, and energy levels. Consider Linda, a 66-year-old from California. Every morning, she drank orange juice and sprinkled dried cranberries over her oatmeal, believing she was doing everything right. Within months, her fingers began swelling, her knees stiffened, and her energy dipped. Her doctor found elevated CRP and borderline high blood sugar. After switching her breakfast to fresh blueberries and red bell pepper slices, her inflammation markers dropped by 40% within 3 months, and her morning pain disappeared. The good news is that you don't need to give up fruit, just choose smarter options. Berries like blueberries and raspberries are low in sugar and high in anthocyanins, compounds proven to reduce inflammation. Japanese oranges, like Satsuma mandarins, offer antioxidants with less acid, and red bell peppers deliver 3 times more vitamin C than oranges without the acid or sugar. A few simple habits can help. Eat whole fruits instead of juice, limit dried fruit to small portions, and pair any sweet fruit with protein or healthy fat. When you make these small shifts, you'll calm inflammation, protect your joints, and rediscover steady, vibrant energy every single day. Dangerous fruit 1, the digestive saboteur: banana, unripe papaya, custard apple, or durian. They look harmless, comforting even, the fruits we've all grown up with. Soft, easy to chew, quick to grab. But for many adults over 60, these familiar favorites can quietly slow down digestion, raise blood sugar, and leave you feeling heavier instead of healthier. bananas, unripe papaya, custard apples, and even durian can all become troublemakers for your gut if you're not careful. Let's start with bananas, one of the most misunderstood fruits for seniors. While they are often recommended for being gentle on the stomach, the truth is more complicated. A medium banana contains around 17 grams of sugar and starch, and its glycemic index, GI, changes dramatically depending on ripeness. A green banana has a GI of around 50, but when it ripens and develops brown spots, that number can jump to over 70. For an aging body with slower insulin response, that means sharp spikes and crashes in blood sugar. The result? Afternoon fatigue, brain fog, and that craving for another quick snack. And digestion? Despite their soft texture, bananas can actually cause constipation in older adults. Unripe or slightly green bananas contain high levels of tannins, compounds that slow intestinal movement by binding to digestive enzymes. Even ripe bananas, when eaten in excess, can thicken stool and worsen sluggish digestion, especially in people who already struggle with reduced gut motility after 60. Instead of easing digestion, they can quietly make it worse. Unripe papaya has a similar issue. It contains latex-like enzymes that can irritate sensitive stomachs and intestines. Custard apples, though rich and creamy, are heavy in fructose and fiber that ferments easily, leading to bloating and gas. And durian, the king of fruits, is incredibly dense in natural fats and sulfur compounds, which can interfere with the way your liver processes medication, particularly those for blood pressure or cholesterol. While a few bites now and then are fine, daily indulgence can put extra strain on your digestive and cardiovascular systems. Consider George, a 68-year-old retiree from Ohio. He believed eating 2 bananas a day was a healthy choice, a simple way to get potassium and energy. But over time, he noticed his energy dropping after lunch, and his digestion felt sluggish. Blood tests revealed his A1C levels had climbed from 5.8% to 6.5%, moving him into the pre-diabetic range. With his doctor's guidance, George replaced his daily bananas with half an avocado in the morning and a small baked sweet potato in the afternoon. Within 3 months, his energy returned, digestion normalized, and his A1C dropped back into the safe zone. The lesson here is simple. Your digestive system changes as you age, and so should your fruit choices. What worked at 30 might not serve you at 70. Here are smarter, gut-friendly swaps. Avocado, high in potassium like bananas, but with healthy fats and 0 sugar. Apples or pears, gentle, soluble fiber that supports regularity instead of blocking it. Baked sweet potato, rich in potassium, magnesium, and prebiotic fiber that feeds good gut bacteria. And a few easy tips. Eat fruit after meals, not on an empty stomach. Chew slowly and balance fruits with protein or fat to stabilize digestion and energy. Your gut is your second brain. When it feels good, your whole body feels alive. Choose fruits that nourish it, not slow it down, and you'll keep your energy, clarity, and vitality strong for years to come. Longevity isn't luck. It's the result of small, consistent choices. Every fruit you pick, every habit you repeat, shapes how strong and clear you'll feel in the years ahead. Today, we uncovered that not all fruits love you back. Grapes, pineapple, oranges, and bananas can quietly raise blood sugar, weaken digestion, and fuel inflammation. But others, like pomegranate, blueberries, cherries, and avocado, help protect your heart, calm your joints, and sharpen your memory. The key isn't fear, it's awareness. Choose fruits that work with your body, not against it. Replace the sweet spikes with steady nourishment. A handful of berries instead of grapes, half an avocado instead of a banana. These tiny swaps can transform your energy and protect your independence after 60. Which of these fruits surprised you the most? Have you noticed changes in your body after eating certain fruits? Share your story in the comments. We read and reply to every senior personally, and remember to subscribe for more natural senior nutrition wisdom, because aging stronger isn't magic. It's a choice you make, one smart bite at a time.